Hi and welcome back to another game of Panzerdivision 2. In today's video I'm going to be using the Panzerdivision Tatra going up against the 21st Panzer battle group. So I'll be using a mechanized deck and he'll be using a armor deck. And I've been playing a bit of quick play recently. I'm starting to get more into the multiplayer aspect instead of just versing the hard AI, to really showcase the deck against a actual opponent. So just before we jump in, I will quickly showcase the deck. Okay, so this is a Panzerdivision Tatra German mechanized battle group on a balanced deployment type, and it's a pretty solid deck. I had quite a bit of fun using it. A lot of good infantry options. I've got the Panzer Grenadiers with their dual MG26s, so you can deal with close range units. Storm Pioneers, also a very good unit, along with the Pioneers with the MG26s. So you can do a lot of movements with these units. Then in Phase B, bringing up the Panzer Grenadiers with the dual MG42s for long range, along with the SS Storm Grenadiers, so they've got the MP44s. And then back to the Panzer Grenadiers with MG26s in Phase C. I've got some light tanks that you can bring up in Phase A. I've got the Panzer 38Ts and Panzer 3Ls, really good at helping with your infantry, going up against other infantry and light vehicles. Brought in some Panzer 4Hs in case they've got some more medium armor. Phase B, bringing up the 3Gs, and then Phase C, have the Tiger Es with the heavy armor. Some pretty standard support units, except for the Stug 3Es. That's a unique unit I haven't used before. We've got the Pak 36 with their heat shells on Phase A, minus 3Ms, and also the Pak 43, only a singular unit coming in Phase A. Phase B, bringing up the Pak 40s and the Hetzers. Not much in AA, still decent units though. I've got the 88s in Phase B. Pretty regular artillery. We've got the Panzer Waffe, which I decided to bring up in Phase A with the Opel Bullets, so that you can just keep firing those rockets. Air support, we've got the DO-21732. This is a really good unit for dealing with infantry on the move, and maybe trying to take out like a light vehicle. BF-109s to get that air superiority, since we do have a lacking anti-air. It's not so much that it's lacking, it's more that it's quite expensive to bring out. You don't really want to spend 110 points so early in the game. Ju-88, heavy fighter, really good at getting damage dealt out to it and supporting your units, along with the ME-410B2 and then the HE-111s coming in for those heavy bombing runs. Okay, so down in the south here, I've got the SPW recon unit. I've got some Flamewaffen, Volkssturm, some Panzer Grenadiers, and also a couple. Oh, sorry, just one. Sorry, oh no, two. Yeah, a Stug 3E support unit and the Panzer 38Ts. You see them all setting up, getting ready to capture this flag here. In the center, we've got some recon units, some MG42s, Flamewaffen, some Volkssturm, some more Panzer Grenadiers, Pak 36 over on the side there. So we've got some Focke-Wulf 190s coming in, doing some bombing runs. They do take out my Flamewaffen. We've also got this Mi-156 recon plane coming in to scout for him. And I've also got the Marder 3M coming in the back there. I think it's setting up just in the center. More Focke-Wulf coming in. I do bring up the BF-109, but I think I end up losing that plane because I forgot to pull it back after it came out. Looks like he is gonna, yeah, he's gonna try and hit me there. Do knock out the recon plane, but that wasn't a very good trade at all. I wasn't expecting so much air in the beginning. But over on the north side, I've got a Mitre 3 set up with some recon, MG42, Panzergrenadiers and Volkssturm. Some more Panzergrenadiers and Volkssturm in the forest there. Pack 36, Panzergrenadiers and Volkssturm over here as well. So there's not going to be too much action over here. Actually, there's pretty much going to be no action over on this side. Most of the action will be taking place over here. Another recon plane goes down to my BF-109. MG42 engaging with those S-Troopers, pushing them back. And we've also got the S-Trooper engaging with our Volkssturm. So I'm bringing up the Flamewaffen now. Focke-Wulf does hit the... Oh, it hits the MG42. I thought it was going for this Volkssturm there. But it does wipe out my MG42, unfortunately. So Flamewaffen getting in close. I'm going to engage with their Flamewaffen. Also bringing up their SPW and the Panzergrenadiers and Volkssturm. Nice flame and hit on the S-Trooper there. Flamewaffen does go down. S-Trooper surrenders as we push that recon unit forward. Also got the Panzer 38T coming in to cut off if they did have anything here, but as you can see from the bulge, there's nothing there. BF-109 taking out another recon plane. I think it swarms that, circles back, hits out another one. I'm surprised he didn't bring up another recon going down as well. Surprised he didn't bring up a fighter to try to protect those recon planes. If he had like a fighter circling back here, he does have the Gepards, but they're not really enough to stop the BF-109 from knocking those recon planes out. Some more Volkssturm coming up. And since I easily took out those units in that forest there, I figured that the next flag to take would be this one here. I wasn't expecting to invest so much into this position. I was just going to kind of take this forest, grab this flag if I can, and then maybe go for a push through the town. But a lot of the action ends up taking place here. So I've got some more Panzer 38s coming up. And they're just going to set up in the town, since I was getting ready to make some sort of push. Stug 3 coming up as well, next to the SPW. And I've got some Volkssturm coming into the forest. I wasn't too sure if he was maybe trying like a flank over here. But once I unloaded my Volkssturm, I realized that there's actually nothing really present here. I've also got some Storm Pioneers coming up. So pretty quiet front at the moment. And there's my AA in the back coming up. So he's just going to set up behind these units here. I'm moving my Flamewaffen up just to see if there was anything further in this forest, just how much control he has over this area as well. So it looks like he's invested a lot into his Air Force. 3 Focke-Wulf 190s coming in and knocking out my Panzergrenadiers. SPW does get vision of those Flamewaffen. Volkssturm trying to engage from range. Don't want to get too close. Some smoke. Manages to save both his squads. Do have the Storm Pioneers coming up. And some more Volkstrom. Flame Waffen easily crossing along. BF-109 does go down. I did manage to take out that recon unit though. Got a Panzer M4 coming in. I think that will be able to take out my Panzer 38T. We've also got some more Storm Pioneers coming up over here. I did realise that there's an easy flag to capture here, so I decided to bring up some Storm Pioneers to go and push into this forest here. Panzer 38 does go down quite quickly to that Panzer M4. SPW not going to do too much better. Storm Pioneers now engaging. S-Trooping going down. Volkstrom do take too much fire from those M4s and pulling back. I've also brought up another AA gun. Pack 38, another M4. So he's got a few tanks starting to build up in this bushland here. I can't actually see any of this, so I'm not too sure what to expect there for now. But I'm going to bring up a Panzer 3L, moving up my Volkstrom as well, trying to get a little bit more pressure on this forest. I wasn't too sure if there was any infantry here, so I just wanted to slowly move up my Volkstrom and see if I can spot anything there. So the Storm Pioneers getting ready to unload at the edge of this forest. I was a little bit worried that maybe there was something that could have hit them. Maybe something hidden back here. But once I checked the vision, there was nothing that could really spot them anyway. Yeah, the northern side's still pretty calm. Storm Pioneers do try to see if they can spot anything and do get taken out by those M4s. We do have some S-Trooper moving into the forest though. And our Storm Pioneers are about to engage with some more S-Trooping. Double flamethrower there. Quickly forcing the surrender and capturing a flag. So I think I do end up moving these two over here, see if I can grab this flag as well. Down south, I think we lost the Storm Pioneer, we lost the, I think there was a Storm Pioneer here that we lost, and now our Volkstrom engaging with the S-Trooping. So I've got a Panzer 4H and a Panzer 3L coming up to reinforce. Since I did notice they had quite a bit of armor back there. Volkstrom do go down, but I think the bombing raid does force his S-Trooping to back off. A little bit late to the party, I do bring them the ME 410. I've also got a Panzerwaffen setting up over here, and it's going to start sending some rockets this way. Try to soften it up before my armor moves through. We've got another SPW coming up. I think I was getting ready to try and push through this forest, try to see if I can get this flag. So we're just moving through the bushland. This is actually a pretty hard area to try and engage with, since it is such a narrow passageway. Flame off, I'm about to engage with some more S-trooping. Looks like he'll bringing up his own Storm Pioneers as well. That recon plane about to go down, I think. Okay, so we've got some engagements now. The Volkssturm going up against the Storm Pioneers. This isn't a very good engagement for myself, as those flamethrowers just start to wreak havoc on my squads. Surprisingly, my Volkssturm do quite well against those Storm Pioneers. I actually targeted the same squad when using, where I think his were they were targeting two different squads. A little bit hard to see a little smoke there, so just zoom in. I did bring up the Panzerdivision. I wanted to see what was there, and I saw it. I got wiped out quite quickly. Also got a leader squad coming in the back there. That Volk with 190 did chase down my... Oh, he also had... Yeah, he's got quite a few planes up there in my back line. So got some more Panzer 4Hs coming up with the SPW and a 81mm mortar. Another engagement starting. Hopefully we can take out that Storm Pioneer. Do have some more Storm Pioneers coming up there. Some Pioneers now moving up as well. I think these are in half tracks as well. Yep. And a leader squad, Panzer 4H leader. So there's the rocket barrage there. I think he is, yeah, he's pulling back. I didn't realise that I'd actually come into vision of these tanks. I was trying to force the surrender of that Pioneer squad. So armor's finally catching up. We might see some frag grenades now that they're pinned. They are just out of range. There's the 81 trying to give some support. might be targeting the wrong area. And I've got some Pack 40s coming up. I want to try to get a more stronger position here to deal with armor. I've also got my leader, my commander at the back there coming in. We can start getting that bonus XP. A lot of units coming in from my opponent. Got some Panzer Grenadiers coming up as well. I'm not sure where these pioneers are going. Oh yeah, so here, I think this is where we're getting ready for making a push for this flag. Meanwhile, he has a lot of units coming over to try and hold this flag and try to push me back. ME410 coming in again. Missing this mark though. Some more S trooping coming up. Got a lot of units building up here. They do come in range of my SPW. I'll start taking some fire. And just as my rocket barrage comes in as well. Nice use of the smoke there, keeping his Storm Pioneers safe. I do move up the Volkstrom, trying to get that surrender, not realising that they had Pioneers and Storm Pioneers back there. M4s are about to take out my SPW, unfortunately. Surprising area for the off-map. Oh, that's a good one there. I think I am moving forward though. Pack 40 is in place, gonna try to knock out those M4s. One goes down. They do take out my Panzer IV. Second one goes down. So luckily we do just manage to escape that off map. Placed a little bit earlier and that would have wreaked havoc on my units. Do get a little bit ambitious with this push here. I don't have any vision to see what I'm targeting, but luckily he didn't have any armor back here. SPW going down, and mortar trying to give some supporting fire. Do manage to grab that flag. Some more off map coming in. I think this time it is going to take out the escorts here. These guys will just be getting out of the way. Pack 38 back here, I think is going to take out my Panzer IV-H. Might be safe for now. I think I'm just going to hide in that bushland. My flame off, I'm getting completely encircled. Okay, so I think this is when I decide to make my push for this flag. Storm Pioneers going down quite quickly. What I didn't know was that these are Pack 30. Oh, sorry, this Pack 38 here. I think this one as well might be able to hit us. Yes. So we actually do get hit by 2 Pack 38s, and all we've got is Panzer 3L, so they're not going to stand much of a chance. Storm Pioneers, looks like they're trying to go for my flag over here. They are going to run into some long range weapons though. Storm Pioneers again getting taken out by the Pack 40 and Panzerdivision Tatra, double off map. And this time it's in a much nicer position. Going to hit all my units as some Panzer 4Gs coming up. They're not ready to move just yet. They do actually get some hits on my transports, so I have to race those guys over to the forest. I do drop some smoke just to stop those tanks from hitting me. The idea was as they come through the road, my Panzer 4H would be able to deal with them in close range. But I think because there are 2 of them and they do have the faster reload, Panzer is going down. Pack 40 is stressed out but might be able to get a hit off. I think I've still got the APCR shells on. That's unfortunate. Some more off map going there. Panzer 3L does come over and start engaging with the Pack 38. I think it is about to go down though. Yes. We did capture the flag briefly. Pioneers engaging in the forest. I've now brought up a couple of 88s as well. This is for a more defensive position and to deal with all those fighters that are coming in. Pack 40 goes down. I think I do lose this Panzer 4H. Pioneer squad doing work. And looks like the rest of my forces in that forest are starting to go down. Nice big hit there from the 88. Just as we unload our Panzer Grenadiers and start to make a pushback. I've also got some Target E's coming up and some more Panzer Grenadiers. And some Panzer 38Ts just sitting here, just in case he was going to try to ferry some infantry through this road now that it's more safer for him to do so. A little off map here. I think he's trying to retake this flag. He does have a lot of units building up in the town. Big engagement here. not too sure what was there. 88 does go down. That was unfortunate. And we might even lose the target, luckily. I think I started backing up. Some more Panzer Grenadiers coming up, and our artillery starting to support our units. Target E in a good position now, should be able to easily deal with that Panzer 4G. A lot of his focus has turned to the town though, so no longer is he bringing up reinforcements to try to protect this flag. 88 gets a nice big hit there. And with that we do recapture this flag. In the meantime though, some off map going off and a nice, well it's actually, I was going to say a nice big push, but mostly it's just these small recon units. I think this still has 8 PCR shells. I do roll up my Panzer 38Ts onto the road just so they can deal with the incoming units. Target E is coming up as well. I think we've also got a missile barrage coming up. Those were the HE-111s. Looks like he's got his own missile strike over there in the forest. Trying to get that 88. A pretty failed push there. Just kind of raced those units in and they got wiped out by my tanks. There's a rocket barrage, not really necessary anymore. It does pin down those Panzer Grenadiers. Another missile barrage coming in, along with some off map. I think he's just trying to push these units back, stop me from gaining control of this flag. There's a surrender. Drop some smoke just in case that Panzer 4G still had vision. So I managed to recapture this flag. And over on the south, target E just dealing with any of their infantry trying to push up. I think I was a little bit distracted by what was going on over here. I was expecting more of a push, like a second wave. Otherwise I should have been bringing up these Panzer Grenadiers. But with that, there's the game. So minor defeat for him. So we do get the victory with 180 kills, 1900 losses. I think because I did lose a few of those BF-109s early on, that did count towards the larger losses. The Focke-Wulf 190 G1 getting a lot of kills there. That BF-109 taking out 3 recon planes in one go. Panzer 4H knocking out 3 M4s. I think this was the Pioneer squad that I sent into the forest. Managed to knock out 3 of their units, which is pretty impressive. 38T getting 3 easy kills there. But yeah, thanks for watching.